Hey everyone, Spencer Israel here with Joel Elconin with you for another special pre-market prep at the close. We were with you this morning for an hour. We'll be with you for the final 20 minutes of the day's session. And Joel, what do we expect? It was another volatile day for the markets. Oh, Joel, we lost you there.
I was just hiding under my desk, Spencer.
Oh my God!
How you doing? Is it okay to come? Is it okay? Is it okay to come out?
It is okay to come out from under your desk, Joel.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm sure. Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
No, I'm not 100% sure.
Are the lights still on?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right, here. Let's all just take a deep breath here and recap today. We're trading down it's about 7% here at 23.11. We had a big old rally off the open. Kind of surprising open. We opened up at that 23.50 level. Bulls took control early. Got all the way up to 24.42. That was your intraday high. That was shy of the pre-market high of 24.86 and a quarter. That's kind of immaterial. And then we turned around and we went south, and we kept on heading south, more south, down through Tennessee, down through Alabama, through Florida. We took out that double bottom at the 23.50 level and had the halt, Spencer. What time was the halt at?
Halt was, I think around 1. You know what? Let me pull it up here on the chart. It was at 12.54.
12.54, right?
Yeah.
And
12.55.
Yeah.
12.56, excuse me.
And then, and the reopen there wasn't too bad. I think it was only like another 10 or 15 point handles higher. And we actually went up back to that area where we were halted at the limit. I believe it was 42.50. And then the algos came in and they just pounded this thing. One thing that I was noticing is like they would offer it down, cancel all their orders, let it pop up 5-6 handles, offer it down. And they got it all the way down to 22.62 even. That was just shy of I'm glad they respect my levels here. 22.55.75. I don't know what day that was in January 2017, but we hit a 22.55.75 low. That's just for the adjusted front month contract. And then we turned around. Some big old buyers came in. I believe after the spoos popped, after the initial low, someone came in gold, someone came in crude, someone came in the spoos, and that instigated another rally. And that rally took us up to just about 2 points from where I was trying to do a short. I figured if 23.50 was a good double support, it'd be a pretty good resistance on the way up. Stopped at 48 and a quarter, much to my chagrin. I didn't chase it here back on the way down, but looking at this and like an overall market carnage, the world carnage, world's coming down perspective, we're really only 35 handles from that old double bottom. So 23.50, that's going to be a huge level going forward tomorrow. I'm just going to be resistance as it was here on this late day rally. So we'll be keeping an eye on 23.50 tomorrow. And who the hell knows where we're going to close today. But right now, down 6.75%, 23.17. I mean, pretty orderly. I would have to say, it looked really bad, really bad when we were there at that 22.62. And of course, it looked really good when we had that rally this morning. But moving around, let's see if we can get back over 23.50.
And we did breach that 2018 low finally today.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was something I was watching. I was wondering when that would happen, and today was that day. And in terms of just news flow, what has been announced today? Another busy day on that front. The U.S. and Canada mutually agreed to close their borders. The White House is asking for $1 trillion economic relief package that would include industry-specific bailouts and payments to individual taxpayers. What else did we say? The big three automakers are closing their U.S. factories. So that's about 150,000 factory employees now will not be reporting to work. So we wondered if this would happen the other day with Michelle. It's happened now. So the news flow continuing to be heavy here. And on CNBC today, Bill Ackman agreed with Dennis's commentary this morning about Boeing, that Boeing could get nationalized here. And I was surprised to see him do that, but
Bill does listen to the pre-market prep show.
That's the only conclusion. The only explanation for this is that Bill heard. Right. So I'll pull up the chart of Boeing here, and Boeing did open under 100, now at 98 and a half here, give or take a few cents. And this must be the worst day for the stock ever, but I'm not sure. But Boeing, I'll pull up the chart. It does not look good.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say here? Now in double digits, hit a low of $89. It didn't even really look at this one today. From a long side or the short side. What can you say? I mean, the stock peaked at 450. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but that wasn't too long. A few months after George was on the show and talked about Boeing. Yeah, George.
I'm not sure they remember, but we had this guest on about a year ago named George Slezak, who has not been on the show since, mostly because he said that Boeing was going to go out of business, and we kind of thought that was a little bit crazy.
And he got some major hate from old John Dotson. We haven't heard from old John Dotson in a while, or Fuzzy. It's Boeing. I guess it'd be a victory for Boeing here if it can close $100 in triple digits, down 24.89. If you're looking at this thing tomorrow, kind of in the middle of the range, you're about 9-10 points off the low, and 10 points off the low, and about 8 points off the high. So your close and your daily pivot are going to be in the same area tomorrow for Boeing. So that's one issue that we wanted to take a look at.
What was your stock of the day today, Joel? The stock that you felt?
BNTX.
We'll look at BNTX right now. Yeah. I have not looked at it all day, so I don't know what I'm about to pull up. But
BNTX. Dennis got mad at me I was trying to find some positivity on Monday, and I did talk about that issue. Working with Pfizer, working on the vaccine, hit 110 in the pre-market.
113, I see.
You got a 113 print there? Okay.
Yeah.
My trade station has 110. It seemed a little excessive, of course. Algos, taking it right up there, and a little calmer here in the regular session. Only hit 105, had a low of 82.21. Did a little article on this. I did a little article on this a while today. And I talked about it, and it's good. I mean, let's hope they have this drug. Let's hope they work something with Pfizer to get this done. And so there. If you have a target, no, I'm not in it. I did talk about it. I was not in it. Have no opinion on it. If you have a target, take your target. Or if you want to take half off, take half off. I mean, the thing that you got to be cognizant with this stock is if someone beats them to the punch or they don't do it, and it's going to take a long time, there's a chance that you move back, back to that area. But right now it's all conjecture and speculation, and, trading at $90, 90.84 here. I did look at the news flow on this. This Fossum Pharma did make an investment of $50 million in it, and that helped. And then the Pfizer got on board, and I don't think the analysts hopped on that. We haven't talked. What's the last time we talked about analyst ratings on this show?
Not for at least 2 weeks, and it will be another 2 weeks, I
Yeah.
suspect.
S&P's here. We got 9 minutes to close, folks. And actually, I've been trading with a buddy who's actually sitting out the last hour. And early in the morning, he said, wouldn't this be a victory for the market if we could close above 2350? And tongue in cheek, we might do it here. I mean, that was the old double bottom. That was the old support now acting as resistance here. Currently trading at 2346. Was tempted to try short there the first time it came back, but now with only 9 minutes left in the session, I think I'll just let it ferret out here and see what happens at 2350, which we're about to take here. I'd say, I don't know, maybe not. They took it back to 43. So that's what's going on in that issue. What else you want?
Going back to BNTX for just a second, but this is a general rule of thumb that I've liked and I've tried to abide by, is if you have a trade on and you're sitting on some serious profits and it's a trade and you don't know, do I sell? Do I sell? Do I wait? Do I sell? General rule of thumb I followed is if you're really not sure, take half off. Just take half off, pocket that, and then go from there. If you really don't know, if you're sitting on some serious profits in anything, in a trade, not investment, in a trade, and you don't know if you want to sell, take half off and then proceed. And then you'll find, I've done that in the past, you'll find by booking those profits, it clears your head a little bit, and it can allow you to not feel so overwhelmed by, do I hold on for more, or do I just cut it all right now?
Exactly.
Or so, just if you're really not sure, I've found that what's worked for me is selling half and then calling it a day and then going from there. Joel, you mentioned before we came on, and I didn't even notice this today, that Walmart hit a new all-time high. Is that right?
It did. Yeah. Walmart made a new all-time high here. Boom, boom. And kind of by a wide margin here. One of the, a grocery store here went to 128.08. That former all-time high was at 125.38. If you want to look for some confirmation on stuff, maybe see what the all-time closing high was here. I'm kind of tempted to short this thing, but I'm going to let it ferret out here for a couple days. We just blew through 2350. We're at 2356, 57. Do I hear 58? I hear 58. Back at 54. So there we go, folks. We're back above that old double bottom. So nice move there. But 61, 62, 63, 64. Do I hear 65? I feel like an auctioneer.
I feel like you're squawking
66.
this. I feel
What?
like this is quite a rally into the close here. Holy
Yeah,
moly.
yeah. Well, we all know what they, what they did. They wiped the mop with those people on the close yesterday. They popped them up. So I'll be observing that post market action today to see
Yeah.
see what the see what the market makers are up to. I see someone mention
Here,
here that
if I can
they
pull it
should.
up.
IR Strange. Thanks. I made some good cash shorting Churchill Downs. Well, good for you. I
God.
tried to move, I didn't want to short the stock outright, and I tried to wiggle around the options market, and I never did bring anything in. That Churchill Downs hit 52.90 today. You have to be kidding. A 2-for-1 stock splits. It's like, is that 52.90? Or is that 62.90?
That's
Holy
60. 52, that's right.
Oh my
52.90.
Lord. 73, Spencer. 74. Do I hear 75? I hear 75. I hear 77, 78. Wow. What a rally. What a rally. We are, you know what? Really not much happened today,
We're at
folks.
81. We're at 81.
81. 81. Do I hear 82? 82. Hey, we opened at 67.50, and here we are. We're only 15 handles away from that.
Wow. This is the third or fourth day in a row they've done this.
Yeah, this is a very, very interesting close. Do we touch much on the Ackman thing at all?
I mean, he was very scared.
Yeah,
He
I thought he
was,
was sincere. I thought he was
yeah.
sincere.
I didn't feel like he was being disingenuous. He just seemed extremely scared, and it's scary when other people are scared, right?
Yeah, the
It's
only
almost
thing that
scarier.
I didn't like is this is Marriott. All hotels in the country are going to zero, right? He said that. And then he's like, but I'm buying. I'm bullish. And I was like, okay, Bill, you're talking your book here. I mean, don't do that. We just hit 85 here, 85. Let's see what the high is. There's some big old green bars here. 33.88 is what we hit on that last. We're going into the last 4 minutes here. Mentioned Walmart. Procter and Gamble still holding up pretty well. I guess you need that toilet paper and toothbrush. So that's holding up.
That Staples trade is still on.
The Staples trade is
We've
still
seen
on.
it for several days now. The Walmart, Clorox, consumer staples entire sector has been hot here, and Target too.
Yep. I didn't
So
look at Target. How is Target doing? Yeah, those stocks are not far from. I guess figure, that's going to be your social entertainment. Going to the grocery store with your mask on,
maybe,
and
maybe.
yeah, when you do get out of your house. What else did we want to cover? Food trade. I see Smucker's still up, up
Yeah,
245, buck
Campbell's
93.
CPB, Campbell's Soup.
Yeah, we called that the survival trade, right?
I think we did. Yes.
Yep. Be up here. So what else? What other issues did you want to cover there, Mr. Israel?
I had a few, but I'm trying to pull up another chart of the futures just as we head
We're
into
back
the
at
final.
50.
Oh
We're back,
man!
back at
Holy
23,
cow!
50. Kaplooey.
What is happening out there?
It's just algo heaven here. So,
Yeah.
well, that's a magnet. Nick Malucci, Abner's dog or Abner's boy mentioned Rite Aid. We did talk about that. Your pharmaceutical stock. That's having a pretty good day here. That's up a buck 18.
Wow.
That's buck 20. So yeah, people are that's gonna be another part of our social life. Going to the drugstore.
Well, we don't have movies. We don't have sports. We don't really have anything. So yeah, you might not be that far off.
Have you been watching much TV? I really haven't. I haven't. I just been moping around the house, being all depressed. Highlights of my day have been taking Perry out for a walk, and then when I see the neighbors that usually I walk with, they are running the other way and stuff. Really, really nice. They were nice neighbors, but I don't blame them.
What about the stocks that we said we would be interested in when this all shakes out? The Apples, the Microsofts of the world, the cash leaders out there. I haven't looked at them today.
Let's see here. Apple, it's got down to 237.12, trading at 246. So, barring a catastrophe open limit down kind of things, you do have some reference points here. We said that about the 2350 level, which is we're back up at 2374.75. So let's look at for Akash, I believe your name is. We'll look at Mr. Softy real quick heading into the close. And how did Mr. Softy do today?
Holding up. It's holding up.
Yeah, they got a lot of cash, and unless the grid goes down, people are still going to be using their computers. I want to point 91, 92, 92 and a half, 93, 94, 95. Do I hear 96? Going once. 99.01, folks. We just ticked 24.01. About 100-point rally here in the last stanza. I think we got to come on every day at this time, Spencer, because look at that. Look at that rally we had.
4 o'clock, and what did the SPY close at? 241.29. What did the S&P 500 close at today? 23.98. So all in all, down 5%. That feels like a victory.
I know. Should we get up?
That feels like a victory.
Should we get up and do a victory lap here?
Maybe.
Yeah. But that's it. I guess, Spencer, we survived. I think that, overall, yeah, down 1,300 on the Dow is, I hate to call that a good day in the market, but when I think the markets are performing well, I think there's efficiency. I had good executions, and maybe the trades were bad, but the executions were good.
You sound like Stacey Cunningham. keep
Yeah,
the markets out, keep the markets open.
yeah, no, not much slippage there and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's it, Super
All right.
Spencer.
Yep, I'll have a new sign tomorrow. I already know what I'm gonna do. So that's my big project for the night. Everyone have a good rest of your day. Those of you trading in the after hours session, good luck more than ever. Uh, be careful out there and be safe. And we'll talk to you guys on tomorrow's show.